MS462. I was able to drive the cover down onto the drive shaft on the clutch side. Nice. I pushed it in a little bit too far, so doing so, I just took my nylon hammer. I love this thing. Sorry, I can't help but sell it. And I took it and then I pushed it back through a little bit until the crank spun freely. And then what I'll do later, I'll show you. I'll put the piston on put the piston on loose, and then I'll make sure it's aligned right. It'll naturally, I want to make sure it's centered and it doesn't chafe and does all that good stuff. On this side, you're probably wondering what I got on the flywheel side. So I bought this tool a few years ago. I love this thing. You screw this on the flywheel. You're able to smack on this while it's onto all the way down. It has to be flush, right? And you can smack on this to drive your crankshaft either way, or even I've even used it to split the covers. So I don't always use a splitter for the crankcase covers. What I do is, sounds unorthodox, is I'll go on to the clutch side and I'll hold it and I'll smack this with my nylon hammer, and the vibration will actually split the cover and push the crank out of the bearing. It was very, very easy to do. So this tool is very handy for that. It's like 10 bucks, really easy. Got to be screwed all the way down on the flywheel side, but it does some magic. So anyways, I just put it in there to protect the threads. If I don't have the nut on, I got something on there protecting threads, because you ding them, that's it. That's all she wrote. Anyways, MS462, clutch is in on one side, and I'm going to end it for the night. I got the bearing on the other one. I don't put the seals on until I put the case together and the gaskets in. I make sure everything's nice, and then I'll press it together. What I do is I get the case, I pound the bearing out a little bit, get it started, and then I'll use the crankcase bolts and I'll pull it nice and flush. I found out it's a lot better than that, and it seats nice. Anyways, preference is on the mechanic. It's just mine. Been doing it for years. Split cases, clamshells, just the way I do it. And I hope everything looks good. This is Henry the Weed Eater Man. I'm out, and have a good night.